Now I know many of you are still stuck in school, but for people like me, the summer holidays has just started. So I decided to put together a top 5 most relaxing, or dare I say this word, chill? Ugh, I don't know that word. Anyway, the most relaxing campaigns is how I'm going to call it for the rest of the video. This will of course involve my top 5 opinion, but it will also throw some of your opinions in there as well. I'm just going to go over some of the main comments that I found, posted on my Discord and in my community section on YouTube, as those are the 2 places where I was asking people this question and got quite a few replies. Not all replies will be shown obviously, but most of them will. Okay, so starting off in 5th place for me, my 5th most relaxing campaign is for the British expansion from Medieval 2 Total War, and it's playing as the Irish. As you can see on your screen probably now, podcast and on commenting on YouTube agreed with me. Ireland, it's super easy, and I definitely agree there, because you start on your own island. Well, the English are there, but you can easily just clean them off the island. The AI is too stupid to really land in Ireland, so you're mostly safe. And then it's just a matter of time until you expand out. It's a very easy campaign, there's no real threat, it's just go and attack when you're ready. If you're playing the British campaign for the first time, I think Ireland is the best place to start, especially if you're new to Total War, or if you just want a relaxing campaign. Now for my 4th place, nobody agreed with me on this one. Nobody even brought up this game, Napoleon Total War, and I went with Russia. As I've said before, I'm actually a fan of Napoleon Total War. I think it gets more hate than it deserves. And the campaign I've gone for with this game is the Russia campaign. First of all, think about where the threats are. France is of course a big threat, but they've got to fight through Austria and Prussia before they can get to you, so they're not really a threat. Then there's the Ottomans. Never mind, why am I classifying them as a threat? They're an enemy, but they're not a threat. They're easy to take, you can easily get into Constantinople and get a good southern bloc, very well defended. And then that's about it. The Austrians are a close ally. It's very rare you'll find yourself in war with those. And you'll probably be at war with the Prussians. The Prussians can be difficult at times, but because you've got so much land and so much time, you can take your time with it. You can go at your own pace, and so yeah, because of how slow it is and also how easy it is, I think Russia in Napoleon Total War comes in 4th place. I know a lot of you will disagree, but that's just something I found when playing Napoleon Total War. That was the relaxing campaign. In 3rd place, I went for the Medieval 2 Total War Crusades expansion, and I decided to put Byzantium on this list in 3rd place. And yeah, as you can see on your screen here, this guy on YouTube, it does agree that the Crusades expansion, playing as the Byzantines, is an easy campaign. For some reason he also says the Teutons as well in the Teutonic campaign, but you know that it's a bit of border go. They've got one empire on one part of the map, the other empire on the other side of the map, and that just causes loads of stress for me. I can't take being in 2 places at once. I prefer big blobs in my campaign, and yeah, I don't know why you said the Teutonic campaign is relaxing. I can't even look at the map, it's horrible, I don't like, ugh. Anyway, yep, of course Byzantium, in its own corner. The Venetian Crusade can be a bit annoying, you have to prepare for that, but it's not really too bad. For the most part you avoid the Mongols completely. Your only early enemy is the Turks, who you mostly surround at the start, so you can easily just move in and take those. Then it's rebel settlements. You might have a bit of trouble with Antioch at some point, but for the most part it's a very easy campaign. Very relaxing as well at the start, and there's not too much to stress over. That's why it's in 3rd place. Now obviously for 1st and 2nd place we're getting to the top 2, and these are obviously Medieval 2 Total War and Rome 1 Total War. But I want to go through some of your opinions first. Now a lot of people were saying Egypt in Medieval 2 Total War is a very relaxing campaign. You can see Avazef here saying that of course the Mongols and the Crusades can be a bit of a challenge. For the most part he thinks Egypt is an easy campaign, and I got loads of comments for this as well. Egypt in Rome 1 and Rome 2 Total War, as said by Winged Hussar here. So yeah, clearly a lot of people do like the Egyptians. I've never actually played an Egypt campaign in Medieval 2 Total War. I don't like having to fight through rebel settlements until you get to an enemy. I like to border an enemy at the start. I'll play as the HRE, Poland, Hungary, something in the middle where you're surrounded, that's what I like. So yeah, even England, you know, yeah, it's an easy campaign, but you've got the Scottish and the French that you border and you fight very early on. With Egypt though, you know, it's ages. I feel like it's too long until you actually meet a good enemy to fight. Anyway, that's just me explaining why I've never done an Egypt campaign, but I can imagine them being quite relaxing. But I'm actually going to go with England, and as this guy on YouTube says here, basically England in any CA game has ever made. Why? Because the AI is too dumb to land. Yes, if you play on very hard difficulty, the Danish do land, and the Portuguese I think do land in Wales at times, sometimes the Spanish do as well, but if you're going for a relaxing campaign and you're not going to be playing on very hard difficulty, nobody is going to land in the British Isles if you're playing a reasonably relaxing campaign. All you really have to do is take York, remove the Scots, you can completely abandon the French front at the start, and then just unify the British Isles, and then you can, same as I said with the Ireland campaign, you can play it in your own time. You can do what you want, you can be as slow as you want. And that's why I definitely think the England campaign is an easy one. Now I'm gonna, before I do first place, I'm going to go over some of your comments now from YouTube and Discord, some more that disagreed with me. This guy here says, if you unlock Persia in Alexander Total War, then yeah, it's definitely a very relaxing campaign. Legend of Total War did a series on this and it's super easy, of course. He completed it in 2 episodes. Then again, it's not that difficult for Legend of Total War, but the point is that it's a very easy campaign. There's not too much to worry about. Macedon is your only real enemy, and even then they're super easy to destroy. If you know what you're doing, that is. This guy commenting in YouTube thinks that Spain in Medieval 2 Total War, the America's expansion. And yeah, I get where he's coming from there, very relaxing, just get your guns lined up and shoot down a load of Aztecs. That is relaxing, I'll give him that. And of course you have an island all the way on Cuba, so it's not like you can lose all your settlements or be under threat that way. A very easy campaign, could definitely have made it onto this list, but you know, I just found the other ones to be more relaxing. Okay, and now we've got 2 games that I didn't bring up. Shogun 2 Total War. This person here thinks whatever that faction there is. I don't really play much Shogun 2 Total War. I'm not that much of a fan. But yeah, I guess he's right. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, but I guess that's a relaxing faction. And seeing as it's the only comment for Shogun 2, I thought I'll include it. And then this other comment here is for Empire Total War, where he brings up the Maratha Confederacy. Take over India, which is very relaxing. I've never played as the Maratha Confederacy, not really played much Empire myself, but I'm just gonna go by his word here, and yeah, he thinks it's easy to take India, and then it's just the English you've got to stop, and I'm assuming you've got a big empire at that point and can invade the rest of the world in your own time, so that does seem like an easy campaign. And in first place, my most relaxing campaign for Total War is of course going to be in Rome Total War, my favourite Total War game, and it's just, yeah, this is super relaxing, super easy. Some people went for the Brutii, but I'm gonna go for the Julii, because of course, as this person says here, he puts it very well, you only have to fight barbarians at the start, that's it. British chariots can be annoying, yeah, I know that, but for the most part, Gauls, Germans, Spanish, easy. They're just barbarians. I found those easy to kill, and then yeah, I don't have too much trouble playing as the Julii. I agree with what people say playing as the Brutii. Maybe having to dodge around the phalanxes and getting caught accidentally on the end of a phalanx, that could cause like some annoyance or some stress for some players. And I like how out of the Roman factions, no one says the Scipii. The Scipii having to deal with elephants and then missile cavalry, super annoying. I don't like playing as the Scipii. And of course, when I said that I'm doing a top 5 video like this and was asking for your comments, this guy here, well, he had completely the wrong idea. I don't know what comment he read, but I just found this one funny. Yeah, I'm guessing he just misread the comment and replied with something completely different. And I just found it funny, that's all. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this top 5 video. Top 5s are back. I'm hoping to bring them back once every week. Now, of course, please do feel free to comment down your own list. If you disagree with mine, then that is not acceptable at all, and I expect you to agree at least on 80% of my decisions. If you don't, your comment will get deleted. There'll always be one person who thinks I'm being serious with that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next top 5 video. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but there will be a comment in my community section of YouTube and in Discord as well, asking on your opinions once I do decide what the theme of it's going to be. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed, hope to see you in the next video. Please do subscribe for more Total War stuff, top 5s, AI onlys and time lapses, and some let's plays at times, and goodbye.